Imagine you're standing alone in the African savanna 200,000 years ago. The sun is setting, the sky is glowing orange, and somewhere in the tall grass something is watching you. You hear a rustle, then another. Your heart starts pounding. You slowly turn around and lock eyes with a predator. Not a modern lion, but something much bigger. A giant cave lion weighing nearly 700 pounds. Its muscles ripple beneath its fur. Its teeth are longer than your fingers, and it's staring directly at you. You have no gun, no knife, no shelter, and no flashlight. Just your bare hands. So here's the question. How are you still here? How did your ancestors survive in a world where almost everything was stronger, faster, and deadlier than they were? Because by all logic, humans should have gone extinct long ago. Yet somehow we're the last one standing, and the story of how we survived might be the greatest survival story in Earth's history. For most of human history, humans were not hunters, we were prey. In 1924, a scientist named Raymond Dart discovered the skull of an ancient child in South Africa. At first, it seemed like an ordinary fossil, but there was something strange about it. Two perfectly spaced holes pierced the eye sockets. Years later, researchers realized those holes matched the canine teeth of a leopard. This child had not died from disease, old age, or an accident. The child had been hunted and killed. For millions of years, predators viewed humans the same way they viewed deer, antelope, or wild pigs, as food. And the predators of the ancient world were far more terrifying than anything alive today. There was a saber-toothed cat, a predator built like a tank, with canine teeth that could grow over 11 inches long. One ambush attack could tear through the throat of an animal many times larger than a human. Then there were giant hyenas, larger and stronger than modern hyenas, with jaws powerful enough to crush bones and reach the marrow inside. Entire packs could surround prey and tear it apart within minutes. Perhaps most terrifying of all was the short-faced bear, standing nearly 12 feet tall on its hind legs, weighing close to a ton, and capable of running faster than a racehorse. If one spotted you in the open, escape was almost impossible. Everywhere humans lived, predators ruled the landscape, and humans appeared completely defenseless. Think about it. Compared to other animals, humans are surprisingly weak. We don't have claws, we don't have fangs, we can't fly, we aren't especially fast runners, we don't have thick fur to protect us from the cold, we can't smell danger from miles away or see clearly in the dark. Even our babies require years of care before they can survive on their own. By nature's standards, humans seem poorly designed for survival. Yet despite all those disadvantages, we conquered every continent on Earth. So, what happened? The answer begins with one of the most important discoveries in human history: fire. Nearly 1 million years ago, early humans learned how to control fire, and everything changed. Fire gave humans something no predator expected: a safe zone. Most predators instinctively avoid flames. Even today, lions, wolves, and bears hesitate around fire. Suddenly, humans could create protected camps at night. They could see after sunset, stay warm during cold seasons, and most importantly, gain extra hours every day. Hours that could be spent making tools, planning hunts, sharing stories, and teaching knowledge to others. Fire didn't just protect humans, it gave them time to think, and thinking became humanity's greatest weapon. Then came another unexpected advantage: endurance. Most predators are explosive athletes. A lion can sprint at incredible speeds. A cheetah can outrun almost any animal on Earth, but neither can maintain that speed for very long. Humans can. Our bodies evolved an incredible cooling system through sweating. While most animals rely on panting to release heat, humans can regulate body temperature while running. This allowed early humans to use a strategy known as persistence hunting. Instead of sprinting after prey, they simply followed it. Hour after hour, the animal would run, stop, rest, and run again. But eventually, exhaustion and heat would take over. The prey would collapse and humans would walk up and finish the hunt. Humans weren't the fastest animals. They were the animals that never stopped. But physical endurance wasn't our biggest advantage. Our brains were. Humans evolved an extraordinary ability to recognize patterns. A broken branch, a footprint in the mud, or a disturbed patch of dirt could tell an experienced hunter an entire story. What animal had passed through, how large it was, how long ago it had been there, and whether it was hunting or being hunted. Ancient humans became masters of reading the natural world. They learned where predators slept, where they hunted, and when they were most dangerous. Every observation became information, and every generation passed that information to the next. Knowledge accumulated, and knowledge became power. Yet the real secret to human survival wasn't intelligence, endurance, or even fire. It was cooperation. Archaeologists have discovered ancient human skeletons showing evidence of severe injuries, disabilities, and old age. Many of these individuals survived for years after injuries that would have been fatal if they had been alone. One ancient human lost every tooth in their mouth yet survived for years afterward. Someone was feeding them. Someone was caring for them. Think about that. A lion with no teeth dies. A wolf with a broken leg dies, but a human with those same problems can survive because others help. Humans became one of the first species to build survival around caring for one another, and that changed everything. Soon humans weren't just surviving predators, they were outsmarting them. Groups began coordinating hunts. Some drove animals toward traps. Others waited with spears. Others blocked escape routes. Language allowed complex plans that no predator could match. A lion relied on instinct. Humans relied on strategy. And strategy beat strength surprisingly often. Around 400,000 years ago, humans developed advanced wooden spears. For the first time, they could attack dangerous animals from a distance. Predators that once hunted humans suddenly became targets themselves. The balance of power was shifting. Then something extraordinary happened. Humans began spreading across the planet, into Europe, Asia, Australia, and eventually North and South America. And wherever humans arrived, ecosystems changed, many giant predators and massive mammals gradually disappeared. Scientists still debate how much of this was caused by climate change and how much by human hunting. But one pattern appears again and again. Human expansion was often followed by the decline of the world's largest animals. For the first time in history, humans were no longer prey. They had become the dominant species. And here's the incredible part. Evolution gave every predator a specialized weapon: claws, teeth, speed, venom, or camouflage. But evolution gave humans something different: adaptability. When we couldn't outrun predators, we made tools. When we couldn't see in the dark, we created fire. When we couldn't fight alone, we worked together. Every weakness forced us to innovate. Every innovation made us stronger. Generation after generation, century after century, until humans became the most successful large animal Earth has ever produced. For millions of years, our ancestors lived in fear. They lost children to predators. They slept lightly. They watched the shadows. Every day was a struggle to survive, but they possessed one extraordinary ability. They could learn, and more importantly, they could teach. Every mistake became a lesson. Every lesson became knowledge, and every generation started slightly ahead of the last. That simple process transformed a vulnerable primate into the ruler of the planet. The predators that once hunted us are gone, but their story remains written in our history. A reminder that humanity's greatest weapon was never strength. It was the ability to think, adapt, and work together. And in the end, that was enough.